Live from Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines, the 2025 Girls State Basketball Tournament presented by the Iowa Farm Bureau continues with the semifinal round in Class 3A as the number 2 seed Golden Eagles of Waller Catholic get set to take on the number 3 seed, the Raiders of Williamsburg, with both teams relatively new into the semifinal round of the Class 3A state tournament. Well, welcome courtside here to Wells Fargo Arena in Des Moines alongside former Miss Iowa basketball Tammy Blackstone. I'm Daniel Ver Steeg. And Tammy, we've got a Williamsburg team that's making its first ever semifinal appearance, and Waller Catholic hasn't been to the semifinals in 20 years. I think a lot of nerves are on the line here.
I think so too. You know, that's always going to be an element here at the state tournament. And so we hope they're here and ready to put it all out for this game today. You
got to imagine those close games are certainly maybe helping the nerves kind of subside a bit. They've had to stress one out. They've had to grind one out, and now they can just kind of play their game again, right?
I think so, you know, at this point.
Because it is so balanced in this 4A class, and we've seen that with the first 2 games.
Yeah, we've got an 8 seed over a 1 seed. We got a buzzer beater. Class 4A is going to be a real thrill here, and it's continuing with North Polk. The Comets sport a Division I basketball player, and Abby Tuttle going to Northern Iowa. And Sioux Center's been a kind of a steady hand here at the state tournament, so an interesting matchup there.
Yeah, it's going to be an interesting matchup, I think.
Finds Dillinger. What a pass. And back to Tuttle. Ball fake. Gets the space. Missed the 3. Agard's there. Dillinger. Oh, yeah. Her 5th 3 of the game. It's all Comets. This has been North Polk's basketball game through and through. Just 2 points for DCG since the halftime break. Into the corner. Why not another for Dillinger? It's her world, and we're just living in it. That shot swatted away by Agard. Watch out for number 40. Let's do it again.
Oh, I think you got to get a timeout here as the fans go wild.
Her fingertips are smoking. The net's on fire. Gustafson with a kick out and gets the screen. Now Sievers all the way up and scores with the foul. This is Freed. Oh, and Claire Lucan's got open look. You ain't getting that basketball back. Another 3, and she's got 25 in this one. What was once a 14-point Cumberland's lead has been trimmed to 0, totally cut away. As we welcome you back to the Tyson Event Center with Kevin Potabom, I'm Daniel Ver Steeg. The winner moves on to the national championship tomorrow night, and we are at the same point we started this game at, tied up in this one at 33 all. Let's take a look at our first half stats and see how things have shaken out. A lot of things looking the same right now, Kevin. It has been not your three-point shooters kind of game. Rebounds, both sides rebound the basketball so well. The Cumberlands has a bit of an edge on the offensive side of things. And turnover numbers are, looking at this graphic, suggests why the game is tied.
Well, the big thing there with the turnovers, 9 turnovers for Cumberlands, 8 for the defenders. It's what they've done with those turnovers, though. For the Cumberlands, the Patriots have only scored 4 points off of those 8 defender turnovers. Meanwhile, as Cumberlands turns it over 9 times, Dort has turned that into 12 points in their favor. So that's been a big factor. But yeah, if you like games, this time frame of basketball, everyone loves the 3-point shot. Mm-hmm. This is an old school, get in the paint, get down low type of game. What did we say? 28-24 points in the paint for Cumberlands. That is a very high percentage of the points scored today happening right down low.
It's tremendous what's been happening so far. Of course, Rick Reeves has been at this for 38 years. Bill Harmson, only 6 years at Dort, but he's got a lot of basketball in his background as well. So these guys both going with an old school style approach as the Patriots turn over the second half's first possession.
Yeah, that was a little bit of an unforced error on their part. See if Dort can take their first lead since 3-1.
It's been 20 minutes now at this point since the defenders took a lead on a Bailey Beckman 3.
The only three-pointer we've seen all game.
Yeah, the only one, the first and the last. Gustafson gets behind the Patriot D and scores off the window. So there is Dort's first lead since the start of this game. Their second overall. As Kaylee Monday with the basketball at the top. Goes over to Cassie Monday. And over to Hayworth. Works her way back to Cassie. Gets a good screen from Lewis. The switch there, and Janie Skono, and yeah, she knew it right away. got a little too physical with Cassie Monday and picks up the foul.
That look on our face, we've all been there. That's the oops.
I hope nobody saw that, all right? Nope, we all saw that, Janie. That's all right. And that's the other thing, too, about this game. Both teams have been very clean as far as fouls are concerned. We've shot, 8 combined free throws, and neither team's really taken advantage of the free throws, so I don't see that changing much as the game goes along.
Yeah, the only issue for the Patriots was they only had 6 fouls, but they had a pair of players that had 2 each.
Very concentrated. A nice friendly roll there from Kaylee Monday.
I thought that was just going to stay on the top, just balance itself perfectly.
Down low, Gustafson once again gets behind Burke, and as you mentioned, Kevin, the foul troubles continue for the Patriots. Lakin Burke has picked up her 3rd.
Yeah, it's not really the Patriots, it's just her.
Yep.
Just, like I said, they haven't had, although Fredericks, her replacement, who's being talked to by Coach right now, she has 2, so if she comes in, she's going to have to be careful as well, as pretty much those 2 are the only ones getting called.
Yeah, that little talking to from Rick Reeves leads Victory Fredericks over to the scorers table, as she will be in, assuming Gustafson makes the free throw, which she does. Fredericks in, Lakin Burke out. So again, you trade 2 fouls for 3 fouls. Rick Reeves has stopped Lakin Burke over there on the sideline to try and talk with her about maybe what to do better to stay out of foul trouble when she comes back in.
And Burke only has 2 points, but she has 5 rebounds this game and has just been a bear on defense.
Kaylee Monday from the wing. Won't go. Rebound tapped out, and the defenders can run. This is a 2-on-2. Sievers stop pop. Won't get the drop. And the rebound from Fredericks.
Most teams would push that out and for a 3, but again, these teams really like to do their work down low.
We've had 1 3 all game. I don't think that's changing very much as Cassie Monday gets inside. Point proven, and we're tied with a 2. Macy Sievers into the half court here for the defenders. She works right, wants to set things up. Kind of a slower developing possession. Now Gustafson gets to work and works her way to the stripe. Backdoor feed. Sievers won't get the roll. Rebound Skono and ripped out of there by Kaylee Monday. Excellent reach from Monday to pull the rebound away. Bill Harmson's not happy. Wanted some kind of foul called there. Now Cassie Monday sets things up from the top. Over to her twin sister Kaylee, who did not leave the floor on Saturday in the win over Campbellsville. Fredericks, spin move, won't get the drop, and a foul on the rebound going against the University of the Cumberlands. This time it's Channing Lewis.
That steal on the other side by Kaylee Monday, her 4th steal of the game. She has been an animal there on the defensive side of things. I
made sure to pull aside their sports information director. He says, yeah, she's tied for the single season record. Only needs 1. And she got 4 for good measure. That record is firmly going to be in her possession, hopefully, for a little while.
Get some breathing room on there.
Yeah, and she's only a junior, too, so she can maybe break her record next year. Who knows? That would be scary. Oh, gosh. 108 or more steals next year. Here's Gustafson with a kick out and gets the screen. Now Sievers all the way up and scores with the foul.
And who is this on? Is that on Fredericks?
It is.
So now she's got 3. You know Coach Reeves was going over to talk to her specifically about just this. And she just got a little too aggressive there as the shoulder came down into the body.
Yep. So Fredericks with 3, Lakin Burke with 3. Are we going to see Kylie Foltz now? I mean, that's the thing at this point. Sievers doesn't get the and 1. So the defender lead stays at 2.
And now
Sievers, Sievers with a foul here now in transition. Too physical with Cassie Monday.
As I'm saying, Dort 4 for 7 from the free throw line. That's something that I'm sure Coach Harmson's not going to be real pleased with.
They normally shoot 76% at the line this season. Here's Cassie Monday after the foul against Sievers. Swiped at by Caparis. Dumping it down low. Great cut from Hayworth, and we're tied up again. Destiny Hayworth, one of 4 1,000-point scorers on this Cumberland's roster. Sievers to the rack, makes the quick work of that possession.
It's amazing. Both teams there got quick points in the paint by undersized folks who just bust in there with their speed and get that little layup to fall.
Here's another one of those kind of players. Cassie Monday doesn't quite get the friendly roll that her sister got earlier. Here comes Macy Sievers now. Skip pass, Nielsen, wide open three. That's her bread and butter. It's the second three of the game. The defenders up 5.
That'll get the crowd into it. They're not used to seeing threes, so when they get one, they get real excited.
You just saw a dinosaur here in this one. That's kind of the rarity we've got at this point. This rebound goes off the Patriots. It's Dordt basketball.
Oh, I didn't even realize Dort's been doing this without Gustafson and a few others on the floor, so.
Yeah, Beckman's kind of the surprising one there. We take a look at the second three of the game.
What
enjoy
a
it.
pass.
Yeah, enjoy it while you can. We might not get many more of those kind of replays. Macy Sievers, the cross-court feed, and Nielsen knocking it down. The Macy connection leads to 3. Beckman, the pull-up, and the defenders are on a roll.
That's usually about as deep as they take them.
Yeah, right. No further back, but that time Beckman knew where she wanted to fall. Here's Hayworth. Stuck there, ball's ripped free. And that time it's Olivia Harrison with the steal. The defenders, their largest lead of the night. Do they add to it? Up top, this is Beckman settling things at the half-court circle.
A 7-0 run for Dordt in under a minute and a half of game action.
Beckman can't get the jumper off the pick. The rebound's off Dordt. Or it's off Cumberland's. It's Dordt ball. Going to say Fredericks touched it last. One thing we're seeing now, Kevin, is that Fredericks is the one they're going to try and ride with as long as possible. She has picked up her 3rd foul, but at this point, they're willing to leave her out there and see if she can avoid her 4th. Beckman, shot fake, now puts the 3 up, won't go. There's a rebound, fought for. We have a jump ball possession to the defenders.
Yeah, and for Dordt, if they know Fredericks is on the floor there with the 3 fouls, they're going to go right at her, and she's got to make that decision of, can I be safe as now. See, now she will be coming out.
Yep, they do make the change now as Leanna McNulty is in, but that is a much smaller
This is about as small of a lineup as you will ever see from Cumberland.
Yeah, the Cumberland's at 5'11", their tallest player. That won't happen often. Nielsen, and
They go small, so Dordt decides to go for a 3, of course.
Feeling it, of course.
Just like we figured would happen. Oh, they're small? Don't worry about going to the paint. Let's go to the outside, like we never do.
The second straight 3 for Nielsen. Cassie Monday rims out. Rebound tap to Beckman. Bailey, the kick out. Harrison has another.
This roof might pop off, folks. That student section is loving life.
It's a 13-0 defender run. And now the Cumberland's trying to get in on the fun. But Lewis can't get it to drop. Beckman, blocking foul against Lewis.
I like the idea there as a defender. She just didn't quite get set in time, but you need something to turn momentum because right now it is all in favor of the black and gold.
The scoreboard shows it. Everything shows it. It's Dordt up big midway through the 3rd, and we'll come back with the rest of the 3rd after this on the NAIA Network.